In this video, I explain how to file a continuation of tax appeal in Georgia. A disclaimer: I am not a lawyer, appraiser, or representative for any tax assessor's office. This video should not be considered official legal, financial, or professional advice. If you need official legal, financial, or professional advice, you should hire a professional to discuss your situation. I am only providing general information based on my personal research, experiences, and opinions. Contact your local tax assessor's office for official county-specific information. In another video I made, I explained what a change of assessment notice is. A change of assessment notice is essentially a written response to the tax appeal form that you submitted several weeks earlier. It actually looks very similar to the annual assessment notice. The biggest difference is the text in the upper right-hand corner. You will see a new notice date and a deadline date to file a written continuation of appeal. You will also see in small print the form number, PT-306C. When property owners receive a change of assessment notice, I generally recommend that they file a written continuation of appeal. I recommend that they file a written continuation of appeal regardless of whether or not they agree with the assessment value. The reason why I make this recommendation is that procedurally speaking, that is the only way to get your 3-year property tax freeze. If you decide to file a written continuation of appeal, you have 30 days to do so. The deadline date is printed on the change of assessment notice. When you file a written continuation of appeal, it doesn't have to be fancy, nor does it have to be complicated. In fact, I prefer it to be very simple. Here is a sample letter that I have written and used for my own written continuation of appeals. As you can see, it's not very long, it's actually very short and very simple. I'm not trying to make this complicated. The reason why I want to make it simple and uncomplicated is I don't want to put any more time than is necessary, for one thing. The other thing that is actually much more important is that you don't want there to be any confusion what the purpose of this short letter is supposed to do. You want this letter to be recorded as your written notification of your continuation of appeal. Anything else you want to communicate with the tax assessor's office should be done separately. When you print this letter out, make sure you sign with a blue pen, not a black pen. You don't want there to be any confusion that this is an original signature. After you sign it, you can hand deliver this letter to the tax assessor's office, at which point they will time date stamp it and give you a photocopy. It is my general preference to hand deliver it whenever possible. Or you can send the letter via U.S. mail. If you choose to use U.S. mail, I do recommend you printing out a second letter and putting that second letter into a second envelope and then send both letters out. The reason being is that the chances of the U.S. Postal Service losing both letters are pretty slim. However, if you prefer, you can certainly use certified mail or priority mail. But for me, it seems quite expensive to use certified mail or priority mail to send a one-page letter. But it's all up to you. When it comes to these written continuation of appeals, there's really very little benefit in waiting too long. With the original tax appeal form, sometimes I do suggest that people hold off and not send it in too quickly. But when it comes to the written continuation of appeal, I definitely don't recommend that you wait too long before you get that letter out. The reason why this is so critical is you want to have enough time to call into the tax assessor's office and confirm that they did in fact receive your written continuation of appeal and have it recorded as such. Once you get your written continuation of appeal recorded into their system, your tax appeal will be forwarded to the BOE, the Board of Equalization, at which point they will set a hearing date. However, after you file your written continuation of appeal, if all goes well, you should be able to settle this appeal and get your 3-year property tax freeze. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. While you're at it, take a look at these other videos that I've recommended for you, and I'll see you in my next video.